underneath the soil or hidden in the ground. There's a lot of treasures to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland. Hello and welcome to Dirty Secrets of Scotland here at the bottle tip. Just dug a couple of test pits to get started. First test pit looks like it's been dug. Second test pit, lovely fresh ash. Let's have a look. And that's only about a foot down. See that? So this is the surface layer. And this here is lovely fresh ash. So I reckon we stop talking and get digging. Let's get dirty. You might have seen me having a bit of a tussle there in the sped up video. Got all this tubular iron coming out, maybe a bed frame or something. Also over here, an old tree. And what do we know about old trees? Under old dead trees are dead old finds. Or I've got a ball down there, you can probably see it, glistening in the sunlight. Just going to dig that out now with a fork. See what it is, I can see there's embossing on there. There's whole, and it's amber. Oh, it's got a bit of a label actually. Oh no, look, it's broken. Well, that's a pity. Well, it doesn't really matter now. But yes, I think the top must be in there somewhere because it's shiny like that. So I'll try and dig that out. A. Hutchison's leaving in amber. I think it's not, it's dark green. I've only ever seen these in aqua, so that would have been a nice bottle. Never mind, where there's that, there'll be more, so let's keep looking. I do actually think this was a bed because we've got a bit of a spring thing going on here as well. I think this would have been the sort of mattress frame part, and there's odd bits coming out. This broken jug, this bottle here, which is quite cool actually. I think it's got something around the bottom as well. It's got a little label on it. I actually thought it was a seal bottle, but it's not. It's just a little label on there, but you can't see anything on there. It's just red. So yeah, interesting to see what that says. DSoS fruit cordial. DSoS fruit cordial. Cool. And one of these, which has got a little print on it. Can't really make that out though. Take a picture of it though so you can see it a little bit better. Just found this, and when I was clearing the hole out at the start, I found that. Look at that. Ta-da! It fits. I'll probably keep that. I'm glue back together. I'm sure Sarah will like that. Probably use it for something. Alright, that's cool. Let's keep going. Early signs are good. The bottles have all got labels on them. This one's, I think, is machine made, or is it the other way around? Alright, so this one's machine made, and this one's not machine made. It's early and it had a label on it as well, but it was completely gone. So there's really good stuff here, early enough in places, and look at that for fresh ash. Beautiful. So let's keep digging. Okay folks, all I'm getting is plain bottles. Now, I'm definitely into fresh, you can see it. But the problem isn't that, the problem is that there's just nothing decent coming out. And to be honest with you, I'm getting a little bit fed up with this hole, having to dig through this iron as well, you see all that? So I'm digging through a bed, which is really tiring. It's up here as well, look, it's right on the top. Anyway, so what I think I'm going to do is cut my losses in this hole and move. So I'll fill this in and start again. Fingers crossed the second hole is better. Hole number 1. All filled in. Before I filled it in, I went for a wander over there, which is where I was digging before. and found some fresh ash. So that gave me the energy that I needed to fill that in. Now I'm going over there to dig some fresh ash. That's all I dug out. Oh, look at that. So yeah, hole number 2. Let's get going. Okay, the new hole is looking promising. Not bad at all, this. Sure, it's going to be a wee Valentine's meat juice. Yay! I love finding these. I think this may be a slightly older one as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it is. It's a bit older than the ones I've normally been finding. That's a lovely little bottle, that. Lovely amber. As I say, my mum loves these bottles. They're great with flowers in them. So, yeah, but she says she's got enough now, so I'll probably stick this on Etsy. So yeah, that's great. Great start. Let's keep going. Okay, into the embossed bottles now. Edinburgh Coffee and Chicory, Symington's. Is it of Drippy? Yes, it is. It's a Drippy. It's got the right age. Normally you find the big size here, but I'm happy with that. To find the half size, that'll go on the mantelpiece, which will be part of our ombre. Very nice indeed. Not sure what this was, but it's pretty cool. I'm trying to get it in the light. Don't know if that's better actually, but just very flashy colours. It caught my eye. I think it might be carnival glass, little flower. Alright, let's keep going. Heartbreaker. That would have been a ginger beer bottle. Stone beer works. So it may have been beer then. I don't think they did beer in stoneware though. Maybe the rest of it's down there. I'll have a look. Very encouraging. I had to put my umbrella up. Why? Is it raining? No. It's boiling and I was getting cooked. So this is to stop me from burning. I was just about to scoop out with the spade there. Notice that. Don't know if it's whole. Gently does it. Yeah! Finally! It's been a bit of a tough dig today, but that little belter has just made my day so far.
Underneath the soil or buried in the ground, there's a lot of treasure to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland. Through the fields and woodland, with trusted spade in hand, bramble, rose and hawthorn.
You would think that I'd learned now not to do the dance and then show you the pot, but hey ho, what can you do, eh? Lovely, very nice. There you go, all nice and cleaned up. It's got a little crack there, but I think that might just be in the glaze. Lovely, happy with that. Just had this. I think it's a Boots Cash Chemists. Just Boots the Chemists. But I think it's quite old. I know it's clear glass, but see the bubbles in there? Makes me think it's not machine made. That's a lovely little bottle, that. Don't think it's damaged at all. Yeah, it's in good order. That's lovely. That's really, really lovely. It might be manganese glass as well, which means it will go pink or amethyst in colour, hopefully. See the bubbles? Beautiful. Let's keep digging. Just had this pipe bowl, that much I can see. What I haven't figured out is if it's, I think it's got something on it. You know what, I think Sarah had one of these. Yes, it's the coronation of Edward in 1902. See that? 1902. Sarah's one was damaged, though this one's not. That's cool. I like pipe bowls anyway, but it's always nice when they've got something you can date that accurately. 1902. Amazing. 120 years ago. Cool. Let's keep going. Just had this, and I know what it is already. It's one of these Kiora made chili cordial bottles. Crazy things. I bet it's a drippy lippy as well. Yes, it is. It's a very neat one though. Lovely bottles. Chili cordial, folks. Mad, eh? Sounds crazy to us now, but it was massive back in the day. I think it was actually Kiora's biggest seller before the orange one came out. Anyway, there we go. I think I'll do my lunchtime roundup now. Lunchtime roundup. Now, what we got? We'll start on this side this time. This bottle from the first hole. This, what is it? DSoS fruit cordial bottle. A couple of these little meat paste pots. This one's faded now, you can hardly read that. This broken lid, which is really nice. I might repair that actually. A couple of stoppers, one from Leave-In and Tennant's one, which is like really popular beer in Scotland. I drink it actually. This Heartbreaker, which I think would have been a ginger beer, but it just says Stone Beer there. Not sure. I don't know that brand either, I've not seen it. Just a wee aqua bottle. This, which I meant to show and forgot to, which is Fields Ink and Gum in a totally different style of bottle. Looks quite old as well. And it's got purple stuff inside it, but I think that's actually ink. I don't think that's the colour of the bottle, although it might be manganese glass, but we'll see when it's cleaned up. This is the Symington half size, Symington's coffee extract from Edinburgh. This is a big Perrier bottle. Well, actually it's a small Perrier bottle because you get them bigger than that. But it's, yeah, it's a nice wee Skittle bottle. Got this, I think it's a flower. A wee perfume bottle with a starburst underneath. This beautiful coronation pipe of Edward VII, I believe. Lovely. Little pot. Stopper, an Adamson I think it is stopper. Standard Bovril. Lovely little bubbly Boots Chemist bottle. Really like that. I think that will go pink as well, or amethyst in colour. This is an HP sauce bottle, but it's nice because of the colour of it. It's quite bluish in a way. This big bottle that I showed you already, stood up for this, I think it's OT cordial. There's a chili on there. And this lovely little Valentine's meat juice, which I think is older than the ones I've found so far, if it will focus. Thank you, phone. And then my best find so far is probably this, the Dunragit. Lovely printed stoneware cream pot. And that is the lunchtime roundup. Fingers crossed for some more finds in round 2. Just having lunch, and then I went to video some nature shots as I always do for you guys, and walking back I saw just this corner sticking out the ground, so I sort of kicked it a little bit thinking it would be a bit of broken glass, but it isn't a piece of broken glass, it's a whole bottle. Coffee Merchants to the King, and it's one I've never seen as well, an Edinburgh one. Lovely. I think it's Andrew Melrose & Co. Andrew Melrose & Co. Lovely. Don't think it counts as a dog bottle, but yeah, maybe a little bit. Cool though, like it. It's the history bit. Andrew Melrose was a tea merchant and grocer in Edinburgh whose legacy is still ongoing today. It's believed that Melrose was born in Pennycook near Edinburgh and served as apprenticeship under Robert Shepherd, who likely influenced Andrew to follow suit in this occupation. In 1812, when Shepherd retired, Melrose began his own business in the Canongate, part of the city's famous Royal Mile. 3 years later, he took over Shepherd's former shop on South Bridge. Soon he owned a chain of shops and a warehouse on Drummond Street, and he delivered his goods throughout Britain. In 1823, he was able to buy Pendrey House, by Las Wade as his home. He was able to compete with his competitors' prices by sourcing wine from France, Spain and Italy, cheese from the Netherlands, and in 1835 began importing his own tea independently of the East India Company, the very first business to do so. The company obtained not one but 3 consecutive royal warrants. They were tea dealers and grocers to Queen Victoria, and in 1863 to the Prince of Wales and later King Edward VII, who is likely the king that is mentioned on this bottle. Andrew Melrose and Company is no longer a business, however it was bought out by the Edinburgh Tea and Coffee Company, and they are very proud of their heritage and connection to Andrew Melrose and his amazing legacy. Just jump back in the hole and straight away. It's plain. I already looked at it. It's nothing exciting. It's a wee stoneware jar, but they do sell well on Etsy because people reuse them, so it's worth holding on to. The other thing is this. Furniture polish, but a different style. It's not one I've had here before. I like that. Bit different. Got ash in it as usual. Okay, let's crack on. Just had this. It's a little caper jar, complete with crust on it. It isn't going to come off. Oh, it's going to come off. Nice. I like these. You get them in green as well. Haven't had one for a little while actually. Lovely little bottles. Very nice indeed. Let's see what else we can find. Alright folks, I was digging this out, which I think is just a plain jar, and then I saw this, and then I was digging that out, and then I saw this. So there's something underneath there as well, a glass bottle, but let's go for the done ragget first and see if it's whole. I'm actually digging underneath a dead tree at the minute. Hey, looks like it is. Alright, 2 done raggets. Another printed cream pot. Cool. Let's get this out now. Might get the fork into that. Nice, it's a big plain old jar. Let's see if there's anything in there. Some ash. There's a surprise. Let's see what the bottle is in the bottom there. Oh, that's just a sauce bottle. Okay, the done ragget though, very cool. Let's have a look at it. Here it is. Doesn't appear to be damaged. A bit rusty, and that'll come off though. Yeah, I think it's in good order. I think, oh, there's a tiny little... Oh no, there's not. I thought there was a chip there. I don't think there is. There we go. Another done ragget. There's a tiny chip there actually. That's okay. Lovely. So that's 2 then. 2 done raggets, 1 in the first half, 1 in the second half. found this, which is the bottom of a bottle, which isn't that great except for the fact that it says Anstruther. Now I've been trying to find a whole one of these for a while and I haven't found one. I keep finding the bottom that just says Anstruther on it, but it's always broken, and this time, luckily, it only goes down to there, the breaking. So what I'm thinking is I'll cut that off right along the top there, keeping the word Anstruther. I think I can just about do it. You put a tea light in there and you leave the top rough, so I'll cut it and I'll only sand it down to the first grade of sandpaper, and that will light up and it'll say Anstruther. So anyone that's from that village will really like that, because it will be just a little reminder of their hometown glowing in the night. Speaking of cut downs, this is an Adamson bottle, which is a really lovely bottle, pictorial, but the problem is it's damaged at the top, so this will be a cut down as well. So alright, get a cut down out of that, make that into a glass. I think actually it seems to be not too sick inside. Sometimes these are really sick. If it's not sick, then I'll make that into a beer glass. I'll cut it at the top there. I've already made one like that, so yeah, that's great. Lovely find. Down at the bottom here, under all these fruits, looks like I've got another cream pot here. Don't know if it's whole, obviously. Doesn't say anything on that side. I hope it's not a plain one. Can't get in the top there because there's a rock there or something. Oh, actually I can. Here we go. Ah! Oh no! Yes! Oh, I thought this was a big chunk out of it, but it's not. It's rust. Ah, there is a little bit of damage, but still, that's another dun ragget. I can repair that, no problem. That's 3 dun raggets now, which is my record so far. Imagine if I found 4, that would be cool. I'm not going to jinx it though. Let's get it out and cleaned up. Okay, here it is. Little nick out of here. I've got a few cream pots like that though. I'm going to do them all at once. I'm going to repair them all at once, and then paint them all at once as well. I want to try to anyway. But this is a belter as well. Possibly doesn't get the belter dance just because it's damaged, but I'm still really happy about that. So that's 3 dun ragget cream pots in one dig. Alright. Just had this. Little thing is really cute. Little stoneware. Don't know what would have been in there. Maybe furniture cream or something. It's a very small one though. But very lovely that. Really nice. Salt glaze, I think. Really beautiful. And also had this as well, which is a water bottle stopper. The most beautiful water bottle stopper I've ever seen, and that is really hard to say. Really nice. I hope I find the water bottle now. Here's the spoil pile so far. Don't think it's going to get too much bigger than that because I'm pretty tired. Okay, let's keep digging. I've got my groovy head torch on because it's very dark down there. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Yeah, just in there where I've just been chipping away under the dead tree. Yeah, it's really dark. So you need a head torch so you can see things like this. That's just falling down. I do believe that's 4. That's amazing. Let's get it cleaned up. Well, it would seem that I found a seam of dun raggets, which is cool. So that's 4. I can't believe that. I thought I'd jinxed it earlier by saying that, but it just would seem that the seam of dun raggets is right there. So amazing. Actually, I think this one's in best order out of a lot of them. Beautiful. Very shiny as well. Okay, I've got a dance for this one. Okay, here's the one I just found. That's the first one I found. That's the third one I found, I think, and this one as well. So I now have 4 Dunraggett cream pots. Let's do this, but I'll put them down first.
Underneath the soil or buried in the ground, there's a lot of treasure to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland. Poison bottles, belt buckles, ginger beers, enamel signs.
Oh yeah, I just remembered our patrons voted on the collective noun for cream pots. So that is a kufu of cream pots. Just had this quack cure, Fellows syrup of hypophosphites, which is really hard to say. Right from the bottom there, that's where the sand is. Lovely, and a quack cure as well. Haven't had one of these for a long time, and nice to see one in aqua as well. Beautiful. So that's a quack cure to add to the little tally today. Beautiful. That's not the contents, by the way, that's just water. Or at least I hope it is, but that's going to stink. Yeah, it's just water. Lovely, just had this little flat-bottomed Hamilton as well. Oh wow. It seems to happen a lot at this tip. Right at the end it goes crazy. Wonder why that is. I think it's a machine-made one. Not damaged though. What does it say there? Schweppes. I'm not sure what the age would be on that. But it's beautiful anyway. I bet it looks lovely when it's cleaned up. Nice little Hamilton. Beautiful. Full-time roundup. So this is from round 1, you've seen all this already. Moving on to round 2. So what we got here? We got 1, 2, one over here, 3 jars, 2 small, 1 large. This Fellows syrup of hypophosphates. This, which is a bit of a shame that it's broken, but as I said, I'm going to cut that down and repurpose it, make it into something that will be loved again. This beautiful little Schweppes flat-bottomed Hamilton, which is a belter. I'm not sure what crown that is, but I don't think it's Victoria because it's a machine made. Anyway, this lovely little bottle, I didn't show this coming out. Beautiful little bottle with a little starburst in the bottom and everything as well. I think that'll clean up really well, and Sarah will love that. It'll go in our collection if there's any more room for it. One of these, I've had one of these before. I'll put it up there actually so you can see what it looks like when it's not broken. Bit of a heartbreaker. Furniture cream, another furniture cream, another one but slightly different top, which I kind of like. This is done HP sauce. You've got to find HP sauce. This is interesting, not had this bottle before and I found it sort of sticking out the ground. Not sure if someone else dug that and discarded it. Either way, it's mine now and I love it, so that's cool. This is a caper jar. Just a plain aqua glass bottle. I don't know why that's there actually, but never mind. A little pot there for repurposing. Another little bottle. Slightly bigger this one though. I think it's a little perfume. This answer the ball, which will be repurposed, made into a candle holder, which will look really cool when it's because that's really dark glass, but with the light in there, with dimmed light in the house, this will look really cool. Beautiful, lovely little stoneware salt glazed doofer, whatever it is, but I love it. This is just a green glass bottle. Don't think it's a medicine, I'm not sure actually. It's just a really nice colour. Plain medicine. Couple of Bovrils. This beautiful stopper for some unknown hot water bottle, wherever it is. Plain panel bottle. This is really cool, just because I like the top. Look at that. How messy is that? It's really nice. Okay, so that's round 2. Now over to Belter Alley. And perhaps unsurprisingly, it's 4 done raggets. My previous record was 3, I now have 4. 4 printed cream pots in 1 digging session. That's amazing. Really lovely cream pots as well, with the shield there, the logo, preserved cream, and then the blurb at the bottom. They're just lovely cream pots. And I've got another 4 now. I have to start selling these. Actually, we have been already, so they might be on our Etsy store, you never know. Have a look. And that is the full-time roundup. Thanks for joining me in Dirty Secrets of Scotland. I really enjoyed that dig. It was tough at the start, but I persevered and I got what I came for, which is amazing, and I'm eternally grateful to the people that brought it here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly enjoyed it. Until next time. Now just a small matter of filling that in. It doesn't even look that bad from here, but look at this. Yeah, it's quite big. That's going to take a while. I'm glad I spotted you. I was about to put my specs back in that little pocket there, and just saw this little guy. I'm glad I was going slow enough not to squish him. Let's put him somewhere else. Come on. Come on. I'll get a little leaf or something to do it with. All filled in. Willie's rainy day creations. This is the broken Anstruther bottle that I'm going to cut down and make into a tea light holder. So this should all light up. I'm not going to make it super polished like I normally do with beer glasses. I'm going to intentionally leave it quite rough on the top so it lights up. The rough surface will light up better than if it was a mirror finish. So the first thing I'm going to do is use this tile saw to cut the top off. Yeah, and that's what I want to do next. And there we have it. So what I'll do now is sand that down. That's the next step. Okay, here's where we are. I'm just back in from the garage, giving a bit of a rinse, and it's lovely, the colour's amazing. But what I'm going to do now is use this wheel, which is a grinding wheel off of a bench grinder. It saves money on lots and lots of pieces of sandpaper if you use this, so that's why I use it. Next I'm going to spin it round and round and round and round and round and round until it's nice and flat, and then I'll do some more sanding, but the first part is coming next. Okay, this is a lot later, but I'm pretty happy with that. What I want to do now is just get a little pieces of sandpaper for the side and just sort of sand in here just to smooth it out. Do that in a minute. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's it sanded down. I don't want to take it any further than that. There's no point, because if I get it really, really shiny, it won't look as good with the light in it, because the white will actually glow. And Anstruther will come out the front, which is really cool. So let's check that out. And here it is, isn't it lovely? Anstruther. And speaking of Anstruther, episode 9 of She Walks, She Paints, that's Sarah's channel. She goes to Anstruther, and it's a great video, so go and check that out if you get a chance. Anyway, this will be on our Etsy store, so if anyone wants it, head over to our Etsy and see if you can get it. If you want to help this channel grow and join us on new and exciting adventures every week, we do need your support. Every single contribution makes a difference, is hugely appreciated, and ensures the future of this channel. To show your support, please do so in the following ways. You can buy us a coffee over on Ko-fi. You can buy the treasures that we dig out the Scottish soil and also the items that we craft and create over on Etsy. And to become a patron of Dirty Secrets of Scotland and make a monthly contribution to the amount of your choice, you can do so over on patreon.com. We'd love making these videos for you guys. Thanks so much to our patrons and everyone that helps in making them a possibility. Finally, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It's free and it helps the channel. Here's to the next adventure.
Underneath the soil or hidden in the ground, there's a lot of treasures to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland.
I'm not going to make it super the most beautiful water bottle stopper I've ever seen. And that is really hard to say, which is why I had to say it twice.